सर्वेभ्यो नमस्काराः। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः हलन्तपुल्लिङ्गप्रकरणे 13 पाठः। अक्टोबर् मासस्य 11 दिनाङ्कः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। Okay. Any volunteers for Ashtadhyayi? Because I have not done it before. Sadagopanji. Sadagopanji?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's start. माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
I'll follow the teacher, or should I read it?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Should I go ahead or should I follow you?
Sorry? Hello?
No.
No, I'll teach, so please repeat.
Yeah.
Repeat twice.
Yes.
अथ माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
अथ माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
twice please.
अथ माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
ऐ उन ऋलक ए ओंग ऐ औच हयवरट लण् न्यामाङ्गाणानम झभञ् घढधष जबगडदश खफ छठथ चटतव कपय्य शशसर हल् इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि अथ अष्टाध्यायी प्रथमोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः वृद्धिरादैच् अदेङ् गुणः इको गुणवृद्धि न धातुलोप अर्धधातुके
न धातुलोप आर्धधातुके न धातुलोप आर्धधातुके
ङिति च
नीति च नीति च
दीधीवे वीटाम्
दीधि वेवीटाम् दीधि वेवीटाम्
हलोऽनन्तराः संयोगः
हलोऽनन्तरः संयोगः हलोऽनन्तरः संयोगः
मुखनासिकावचनोऽनुनासिकः
मुखनासिकावचनोऽनुनासिकः मुखनासिकावचनोऽनुनासिकः
तुल्यास्य प्रयत्नं सवर्णम्
तुल्यास्य प्रयत्नं सवर्णम् तुल्यास्य प्रयत्नं सवर्णम्
नाज्झलौ
नाज्झलौ नाज्झलौ
ईदूदे द्विवचनं प्रगृह्यम्
ईदुदे द्विवचनं प्रगृह्यम् ईदुदे द्विवचनं प्रगृह्यम्
अदसोमात्
अदसोमात् अदसोमात्
शे
शे शे
निपात एका जनाङ्
निपातयेका जनान् निपातयेका जनान्
ओत्
ओ ओत्
सम्बुद्धौ शाकल्यस्येतावनार्ष
सम्बुद्धौ साकल्यस्येतावनार्षे सम्बुद्धौ साकल्यस्येतावनार्षे
उण्यः
पुण्यः पुण्यः
ऊ
ऊ
ईदूतौ च सप्तम्यर्थे
ईदूतौ च सप्तम्यर्थे ईदूतौ च सप्तम्यर्थे
दाधाघ्वदाप
दाधग्वधा दाधग्वदाप्
आद्यन्तव हा आद्यन्तवदेकस्मिन्
आद्यन्तवदेकस्मिन्
तरप् तमपौघः
तरप्तमपौघः
बहुगणवतुडति संख्या
बहुगणवतुडति संख्या बहुगणवतुडति संख्या
श्नान्ताषट्
स्नान्त षट् स्नान्त षट्
डति च
डति च डति च
क्तक्तवतु निष्ठा
तत्तवतु निष्ठा तत्तवतु निष्ठा
सर्वादीनि सर्वनामानि
सर्वादीनि सर्वनामानि सर्वादीनि सर्वनामानि
विभाषा दिक्समासे बहुव्रीहौ
विभाषादिक्समासे बहुव्रीहौ विभाषादिक्समासे बहुव्रीहौ
न बहुव्रीहौ
न बहुव्रीहौ न बहुव्रीहौ
तृतीया समासे
तृतीया समासे तृतीया समासे
द्वन्द्वे च
द्वन्द्वे च
विभाषाजसि
विभाषाजसि
प्रथमचरमतयाल्पार्ध
प्रथमचरमतयाल्पार्ध
कतिपयनेमाश्च
कतिपयनेमाश्च
पूर्वपरावर
पूर्वपरावर
दक्षिणोत्तरापराधराणि
दक्षिणोत्तरापराधराणि
व्यवस्थायाम् असंज्ञायाम्
व्यवस्थायामसंज्ञायाम् व्यवस्थायामसंज्ञायाम्
स्वमज्ञातिधनाख्यायाम्
स्वमज्ञातिधनाख्यायाम्
अन्तरं बहिर्योगोपसंव्यानयोः
अन्तरं बहिर्योगोपसंज्ञानयोः अन्तरं बहिर्योगोपसंज्ञानयोः
स्वरादिनिपातमव्ययम्
स्वरादिनिपातमव्ययम्
तद्धितश्चासर्वविभक्तिः
तद्विदश्च सर्वविभक्तिः
कृन्मेजन्तः
कृण्येजन्तः
क्त्वातोऽसुन्कसुनः
त्वातोऽसुन्कसनः
अव्ययीभावश्च
अव्ययीभावश्च
Thank you. अनन्तपुल्लिङ्गप्रकरणे अष्टन् शब्दः धीयते नकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः अष्टन् शब्दः तत्र विशिष्टानि कार्याणि विधीयन्ते एकं तु अष्टन आविभक्तौ इत्यनेन आत्वं विधीयते आत्वम् अनवन्तस्य इत्यनेन अन्तादेशः नकारस्य स्थाने आकारः आदेशः भवति तच्च रायो हलि इति अग्रिमसूत्रात् हलि इति अपकर्षात् हलादौ विभक्तावेव आत्वम् इति निर्णीयते परन्तु अष्टन् शब्दस्य यत्र प्राधान्यमस्ति तत्र जश्यसोः अपि आत्वं भवति इति ज्ञापकेन साध्यते कथं कृत्वा ज्ञापकम् इति पश्यामश्चेत् अष्टाभ्य औष् इति सूत्रेण अष्टन् शब्दात् परयोः जश्यसोः स्थाने औष् आदेशः विधीयते तच्च कृताकारादष्टनः जश्यसोः औष् स्यात् कथं कृताकारात् इति ज्ञायते इति चेत् पाणिनिना सूत्रे निर्देशः क्रियते अष्टाभ्यः इति वस्तुतः अष्टन् शब्दस्य पञ्चमी विभक्तौ रूपद्वयं भवति अष्टभ्यः इति भवति अष्टाभ्यः इत्यपि भवति अष्टभ्यः इत्येव वक्तुं शक्यं तत्रैव मात्रालाघवमपि अस्ति तथापि पाणिनिना दीर्घप्रयोगः एव क्रियते अष्टाभ्यः इति कुतो ह्रस्वः नोपयुक्तः दीर्घ एव उपयुक्तः इति चेत् तत्र आकारः भवति यत्र आकारः कृतः तादृशात् अष्टन् शब्दात् परयोः जश्यसोः औष् आदेशः इति ज्ञापयितुम् इच्छति पाणिनिः तस्मात् यद्यपि सूत्रार्थे अष्टनः आत्वं स्यात् हलादौ विभक्तौ इति उच्यते तथापि जश्यसोषु अपि आत्वं क्रियते आत्वे कृते औषादेशे वृद्धौ अष्टौ अष्टौ इति जश्यसोः रूपं ततः भिसादिषु हलादिषु आत्वं भवति अष्टाभिः अष्टाभ्यः अष्टाभ्यः आमिपरे षट्चतुर्भ्यश्च इति नुडागमः नुडागमे कृते आत्वम् अष्टानाम् इति रूपम् अष्टासु इति सर्वाणि रूपाणि साध्यन्ते एतच्च आत्वं वैकल्पिकम् इति अपरः विशेषः कथम् आत्वस्य विकल्पत्वं साध्यते पुनः ज्ञापकेन साध्यते कीदृशं ज्ञापकम् इति चेत् अष्टनो दीर्घात् इति सूत्रेण दीर्घान्तात् अष्टनः परस्य असर्वनामविभक्तेः उदात्तस्वरत्वं विधीयते यदि अष्टन् शब्दे सर्वदा आत्वं भवति सर्वदा च दीर्घः भवति तर्हि अष्टनो दीर्घात् इति दीर्घग्रहणस्य आवश्यकता नास्ति केवलम् अष्टनः इत्युक्ते अष्टन् शब्दात् परस्य सर्वनामविभक्तेः उदात्तत्वम् इति ज्ञायते दीर्घात् इति विशेषणं किमर्थं तस्य विशेषणस्य चारितार्थ्यं कथम् इति पश्यामश्चेत् ह्रस्वस्यापि रूपम् अस्ति दीर्घस्यापि अस्ति यत्र दीर्घान्तं रूपं तत्रैव उदात्तत्वं स्यात् इति पाणिनेः उद्देश्यम् कथं ह्रस्वं दीर्घम् इत्युभयं रूपं भवति इति चेत् आत्वं वैकल्पिकम् आत्वे कृते दीर्घान्तं रूपम् आत्वे अकृते ह्रस्वान्तं रूपम् इति ज्ञायते तेन उभयमपि भवति ह्रस्वान्तं तथा दीर्घान्तम् अतः दीर्घपक्षे अष्टौ अष्टौ अष्टाभिः अष्टाभ्यः अष्टाभ्यः अष्टानाम् अष्टासु इति रूपाणि दीर्घे अकृते आत्वे अकृते तु पञ्चन् शब्दवत् अष्ट अष्ट अष्टभिः अष्टभ्यः अष्टभ्यः अष्टानाम् अष्टसु इति रूपाणि yeah, I mean, currently there is only a blank screen. I didn't make any slides for Punaravartanam, so I'm just going through it verbally. I'll put up the thing when I come to the actual stuff. Okay. Ashtan shabdasya समासे किं भवति इति प्रश्नः प्राधान्ये यथा अष्टन् शब्दः तथैव भवति परमाष्टौ इति परमाष्टौ ते अष्टौ च इति समासे यत्र अष्टन् शब्दस्य प्राधान्यमस्ति तत्र तथैव रूपाणि परमाष्टौ परमाष्टौ परमाष्टाभिः इत्यादि आत्वं भवति नुट् भवति सर्वं भवति यदा तु गौणत्वं भवति प्रियाष्टन् प्रियाः अष्टौ यस्य सः इति गौणत्वं भवति तत्र किम् इति चेत् नुडागमः न भवति षट्चतुर्भ्यश्च इत्यनेन नुडागमः न भवति आत्वं भवति अष्टना विभक्तौ इत्यनेन आत्वं भवति किन्तु हलादौ विभक्त्वावेव भवति यत्र विभक्तिः हलादिः सु भ्यां भिस् इत्यादयः तत्रैव भवति अजादौ विभक्तौ जश्यसोश्च आत्वं न भवति इति विशेषः अतः अस्य प्रियाष्टन् शब्दस्य एकं रूपं राजन् शब्दवत् भवति राजा राजानौ राजानः इतिवत् प्रियाष्टा प्रियाष्टानौ प्रियाष्टानः इत्यादि आत्वाभावे राजवद्रूपाणि सर्वाणि रूपाणि भवन्ति आत्वपक्षे तु हलादौ विभक्तवेव आत्तस्य रूपाणि दृश्यन्ते प्रियाष्टाः प्रियाष्टाभ्यां प्रियाष्टाभिः इत्यादि इदानीं प्रियाष्टन् शब्दस्य रूपविषये कश्चन प्रश्नः उद्भाव्यते दीक्षितैः शस् प्रत्यये कृते अल्लोपो नः इत्यनेन अकारस्य लोपः भवति प्रियाष्ट न अस् इत्यस्ति अत्र ष्टुनाष्टुः इत्यनेन नकारस्य ष्टुत्वं भवति वा न वा इति प्रश्नः राजन् शब्दस्य प्रक्रियां यदि स्मरन्ति तत्रापि एवमेव राजन् अस् इति भवति अल्लोपः क्रियते अल्लोपो नः इत्यनेन अल्लोपे राज न अस् इति स्थिते नकारस्य जकारेण योगे स्तोष्टुनाष्टुः इत्यनेन श्चुत्वे राज्ञः इति रूपम् तथैव अत्रापि नकारस्य टकारेण योगे ष्टुनाष्टुः इत्यनेन ष्टुत्वे णकारः श्रूयेत इति प्रश्नः प्रियाष्टन् अस् प्रयोगे तु प्रियाष्टनस् इति नकार एव श्रूयते कथं तस्य वारणम् इति प्रश्नः समाधानद्वयं दीयते दीक्षितैः इह पूर्वस्मादपि विधौ अल्लोपस्य स्थानिवद्भावात् न ष्टुत्वम् इति प्रथमम् कोऽर्थः स्थानिवद्भावेन अकारम् आनयामः इति पृष्टः अकारः लुप्तः अल्लोपो नः इत्यनेन यः अकारः लुप्तः सः स्थानिवद्भावेन पुनः आनीयते यदि आनीयते तर्हि नकारस्य टकारस्य च मध्ये व्यवधानं भवति the nakara and takara would be separated by the akara and therefore shtutva would not occur. So if there is sthanivadbhava, there will not be shtutva. Iti prathamam. Sthanivadbhavah katham iti prashnah. Sthanivadbhava vidhayakam prathamam sutram asti sthanivadadesho analvidhau. Adeshah sthanivat syat. Kintu sthan yalashraya vidhau. Natu sthan yalashraya vidhau. Yadi sthani ekaha al bhavati chet. So if the sthani consists of a single al, and if the karya you're doing depends on that single al, tada sthanivadbhavah na bhavati iti niyamah. Atra tu akaraha al rupah. Tam akaram akarasya tasmin ali sthitam varnadharmam ashritya shtutva nivaranam kartum ishyate atah sthanivadbhavah na bhavati. Sthanivadadesho analvidhau ityasya pravrittihi nasti. स्थानिवद्भाव विधायकं द्वितीयं सूत्रमस्ति अचः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ परनिमित्तः अजादेशः स्थानिवत् स्यात् स्थानिभूतादचः पूर्वत्वेन दृष्टस्य विधौ कर्तव्ये इति सूत्रार्थः परनिमित्तः अजादेशः परनिमित्तः नाम शस् प्रत्ययनिमित्तः अत्र शस् प्रत्ययः इष्यते भसम्यायां सत्यामेव लोपः भवति इत्यतः शस् प्रत्ययः निमित्तम् शस् प्रत्ययनिमित्तकः अजादेशः अचः नाम अकारस्य स्थाने लोपरूपः आदेशः स्थानिवत् स्यात् स्थानिवत् भवति कदा भवति पूर्वविधौ भवति इति उच्यते पूर्वविधौ इत्यस्य कथं समासः पूर्वविधि इति पदद्वयम् अस्ति कथं समासः पूर्वस्य विधिः पूर्वविधिः इति साधारणतया उच्यते when a letter or something which lies prior to the sthani is being taken for the karya, there would be sthanivat bhava. अर्थात यह स्थानी अकारः तस्मात् पूर्वत्वेन दृष्टस्य अर्थात टकारस्य यदि कार्यं करणीयं भवति तदा अजः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ इत्यनेन स्थानिवद्भावः भवति इति सूत्रार्थः. That is the general सूत्रार्थ which we take, which we have already studied. परनिमित्तः अजादेशः स्थानिवत् स्यात् स्थानीभूतादचः पूर्वत्वेन दृष्टस्य विधौ कर्तव्ये. पूर्वविधौ इत्यत्र पूर्वस्य विधिः इति समासः कृतः. When the vidhi to be done is for the purva. तथा सति अपि अत्र स्थानिवद्भावः न भवति. कुतो न भवति अत्र टकारस्य किमपि कार्यं नास्ति. We are not trying to do anything, any modification in takara. We are trying to do a modification in nakara. And nakara is not purva to akara. The sthani, you have to imagine the sthani where you have priyashtan. Akaraha asti. अकारात् पूर्वस्य यदि कार्यं भवति तर्हि अचः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ इति प्रवर्तते. अत्र तु अकारात् परस्य नकारस्य कार्यं ष्टुत्वं कर्तुम् इष्यते न तु पूर्वस्य. कथं तर्हि स्थानिवद्भावः इति प्रश्नः. अतः अचः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ इत्यत्र यदि पूर्वस्य विधिः पूर्वविधिः इति विग्रहः क्रियते तदापि अत्र स्थानिवद्भावः न भवति. इष्यते स्थानिवद्भावः. ष्टुत्वनिवारणार्थं स्थानिवद्भावः आनेतव्यः. कथम् इति चेत् अचः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ इति सूत्रे पूर्वविधौ इति पदस्य द्वितीयः विग्रहः अङ्गीक्रियते. पूर्वविधि, the samasa in पूर्वविधि can be split in two ways. First one is what we studied, which is षष्ठी तत्पुरुष पूर्वस्य विधिः पूर्वविधिः. द्वितीयस्तु पूर्वस्मात् विधिः पूर्वविधिः. पूर्वस्मात् इति पंचमी विभक्तिः. पंचमी तत्पुरुषः क्रियते. पूर्वस्मात् विधिः पूर्वविधिः. कोऽर्थः? स्थानीभूतादचः पूर्वस्मात् परस्य विधिः. When we are trying to do a karya for a particle which is following the particle which was preceding the sthanibhuta ach, which means if there is akara, अकारात् पूर्वः टकारः, टकारात् परस्य अर्थात् नकारस्य विधौ कर्तव्ये अचः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ इत्यनेन स्थानिवद्भावः भवति इत्यर्थः तदा लभ्यते. कदा? पूर्वविधौ इत्यस्य पूर्वस्मात् विधिः इति विग्रहः यदा स्वीक्रियते. पूर्वस्मात् परस्य विधौ कर्तव्ये अपि अनेन सूत्रेण अचः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ इति सूत्रेण स्थानिवद्भावः भवति इत्यर्थः फलति. अत्र कथं? स्थानीभूताद् अचः नाम अकारात् पूर्वः टकारः, टकारात् परस्य नकारस्य विधिः नाम ष्टुत्वं कर्तुम् इष्यते. अतः अस्मिन् विग्रहे स्वीकृते अत्रापि स्थानिवद्भावः भवति. स्थानिवद्भावेन अकारः यदि आनीयते तर्हि नकारस्य ष्टुत्वं न भवति इति प्रथमं समाधानम्. अत एव दीक्षितैः उक्तम् इह पूर्वस्मादपि विधौ स्थानिवद्भावात् न ष्टुत्वम्. That is all he says. He says it in a single word. It means all this. In achah parasmin purvavidhau, you accept two kinds of vigrahas. Both of them are correct. One is purvasya vidhihi purvavidhihi, and the karya to be done is for the particle which precedes the sthani. Then there is sthanivat-bhava. Also, the particle to be modified is next to the particle which preceded the sthani. Then also we have sthanivat-bhava. Iti dvitiyah arthah. अस्मिन्नपि अर्थे स्वीकृते स्थानिवद्भावः भवति. तेन ष्टुत्वं निवारयितुं शक्यते इति प्रथमं समाधानम्. but it is not a very convincing answer, because there is one general paribhasha which says Purvatra Siddhe na Sthanivat. Okay. In Tripadi, we generally do not take Sthanivat Bhava. Tripadyam Prayena Sthanivat Bhavaha na Angikriyate. Purvatra Siddhe na Sthanivat iti paribhasha vidyate. So, since Shtutva lies in Tripadi, it is 8.4.41. Katham atra Sthanivat Bhavaha iti prashnaha. So, even though you do all this, finally, when we are dealing with Tripadi, Sthanivat Bhava is not a very convincing explanation. So what do we do? Iti prashne dikshitaihi dvitiyam samadhanam upasthapyate karyakalapakshe bahirangasya allopasya asiddhatvat va. Moola pankti. This is from the Kaumudi. I forgotten to color it in red. He gives a different second explanation. Karyakalapakshe bahirangasya allopasya asiddhatvat. We've done this earlier. I'll repeat it. So let's see if it becomes clearer this time. Vyakarana-shastre samyanam paribhashanam cha pravrittau pakshadvayam vidyate. Yathodesha pakshaha karyakala pakshaha. There are two points of view of looking at something. Okay. It is called Yathodesha paksha and karyakala paksha. What is Yathodesha paksha? Yatra samyanam paribhashanam va upadeshaha tatraiva vidhisutranam samskaraha. If you imagine the Ashtadhyayi, you will see that the sutras are placed in different points. Say Vriddhiradait is 111, Vriddhirechi is 6187, etc. Now, what exactly Vyakarana Shastra does is, it tries to refine Shabdas, or it tries to derive Shabdas from their Prakriti Pratyaya. It tries to join Prakriti Pratyaya, do some modifications and bring out the final form. This is a process. Okay, this process is called samskara of. Okay, Shabda samskara iti uchyate. The process of creating, or it's not, Karna does not create Shabdas, but it is like Nishpatti. You are trying to show how a Shabda is derived from its Prakriti and Pratyaya. And this is called samskara. And this process is always done. The key sutras in this process are always the Vidhi Sutras. Vidhi Sutraihi eva samskara kriyate. It is only the Vidhi Sutra which can actually do some proper karya. Even though we have Samya, we have Paribhasha, Samya Sutrasya Prathaktaya kimapi karyam na bhavati. Only Vriddhiradaich cannot do anything. It just names Akara, Ikara, Ukara as Vriddhi. But what is the point? Why are you naming them? Yatra Vidhi Sutre Vriddhirechi iti sutre, Mrajer Vriddhihi iti sutre, Sichivriddhih Parasmaya Padeshu iti sutre va Vriddhihi iti shruyate, Tatra Akaraha, Ikaraha, Ukaro va bhavati iti. It is helping to derive the meaning of the Vidhi Sutra, but it cannot function independently. Neither Samyas nor Paribhashas can first help us in the process of this Shabda Nishpatti. Now the question is, where does this process exactly take place? Does it take place where the Vidhi Sutras are told, or does it take place where the Sanya Sutras are told? तो प्रश्ने कुत्र Vidhi Sutranam samskaraha इति प्रश्ने यथोद्देश पक्षे यत्र संज्ञा उपदिश्यते अथवा परिभाषा उपदिश्यते तत्रैव Vidhi Sutranam samskaraha. अर्थात् प्रथमाध्याये प्रथमपादे प्रथमतया यत्र वृद्धिरादैच इति सूत्रमस्ति, that is a Samya Sutra which is defining a Samya called Vriddhi. So in whichever Vidhi Sutra Panini uses Vriddhi, yatra yatra Vidhi Sutre Paninina Vriddhihi iti padam upayujyate. Vriddhirechi iti va, Vrajer Vriddhihi iti va, yatra kutrachit yatra upayujyate, tani Vidhi Sutrani atra agachanti. I mean, if you imagine it, it is like they approach this Samya Sutra to get their definition. Wherever in a sutra Panini has used the word Vriddhi, all those sutras will approach Vriddhiradait at its place, at its residence, which is 111. If you think of it as different houses being numbered. So they all approach the Samya Sutra at its place and they take their definition and go back to their places to do whatever they have been mandated to do. That is the imagination of Yathodesha Paksha. So what happens in Yathodesha Paksha? त्रिपाद्यां संज्ञासूत्राणां परिभाषासूत्राणां च प्रवृत्तिः न भवति. In case of Yathodesha Paksha, the Samnya Sutras and Paribhasha Sutras will not operate in the Tripadi. Why will they not operate is a question. When all the Vidhi Sutras are approaching Vriddhiradech is in 111, right? So all sutras, wherever Vriddhi is used, will approach this place. Now, Vriddhiradech being in Sapada Saptadhyayi can see only those sutras which reside in Sapada Saptadhyayi. Tripadyam, Sapada Saptadhyayim prati Tripadi asiddha iti uchyate. Since it is asiddha, Vriddhiradech will not be able to see any sutra which are coming from the Tripadi. So, even if those sutras which are in the Tripadi approach Vriddhiradech, they will not be able to get their definition. It will give out or it will serve its definition only to those sutras which it can see, which means Vriddhiradech will define Vriddhi only for those sutras which exist in Sapada Saptadhyayi, and it will not deal with any sutra which comes from Tripadi. Okay. Ataha Yathodesha Pakshe Tripadyam. This is the same case, not just with Vriddhiradech. I just took it as an example. Any Samnya or Paribhasha. Okay. Whatever Samnya or Paribhasha we have, it will operate only in Sapada Saptadhyayi and it will not operate in Tripadi. Is what Yathodesha Paksha means, or which ends up finally there. Okay. Now, an exactly opposite concept is called Karyakala Paksha. Karyakala Pakshe katham bhavati iti cheta yatra vidhisutrāṇāṁ upadeshah tatraiva samya paribhāṣena ekavakyataya vidhisutra samskaraha. Here the process is exactly the opposite. The samskara of shabdas or vidhisutras takes place where the vidhisutra has been told, which means that vidhisutra, which is Vriddhirechi, will stay where it is. For the 6187, it will not move. Vidhisutra will stay wherever it is. Any samya or paribhasha which is needed to interpret Vriddhirechi will go to its place, will go to that particular place which is 6187 and help it to work. Okay, it will help the Vidhisutra to work where the samyas and paribhashas are moving to the Vidhisutra's place. Okay, that is the concept of Karyakala Paksha. What happens in Karyakala Paksha? Tripadyam api samyanam paribhashanam cha pravrittihi bhavati. How does it happen? When, say, there is a Vidhisutra in Tripadi which wants to work, so all Samnya Sutras and Paribhasha Sutras which are required for it are forcibly taken there. Okay, they have to go there. So they gain, the Samnya and Paribhasha itself gains an entry into the Tripadi. So once it goes into the Tripadi, it can work even in conjunction with sutras in the Tripadi. Therefore, in Karyakala Paksha, Samyas and Paribhashas can operate in Tripadi, whereas in Yathodesha Paksha, they cannot operate in the Tripadi. Please notice these are both just concepts. If you ask me, will Samya Sutras operate in Tripadi or not, there is no single answer. You cannot say they will operate, you cannot say they will not operate. It depends on which Paksha you are standing in. Both these concepts are accepted in Vyakarana. Okay, that is the first thing to remember. They are completely opposite, I agree, but they are both accepted. It is not that one is correct and the other is wrong. Both are accepted according to Lakshya. Ubhavapi pakshav Vyakarana Sampradaye Angikriyate. So where do you stand in each case? Say you have to depend, it is decided depending on the prayoga. Lakshyanurodhat kutra kaha pakshaha ashrayaniyaha iti nirniyate bhashyakarena. So the Bhashyakara says, okay, in this prayoga, to substantiate a particular prayoga, we might have to rely on Yathodesha Paksha. To substantiate on some other prayoga, we might have to rely on Karyakala Paksha. It is just like looking at something from two opposite sides. Okay, so it will appear like which side you are standing on. To substantiate some prayogas, you might have to rely on Yathodesha Paksha, and to substantiate some other prayogas, you might have to rely on Karyakala Paksha. Since the aim of Vyakarana finally is to substantiate prayogas, Shishta prayoga sadhutvam sadhayitameva Vyakaranam. Vyakaranam is meant to support or substantiate prayogas which have been made by shishtas. Shishta prayogaah sadhaniyaah. Tadartham ka yuktihi ashriyate iti pashyamashchete pakshadvayam asti. So you can use either of these based on how the prayoga is. Prayoga anurodhat. To support the prayoga, you need some theoretical base. So you say you can support some prayogas using yathodesha paksha, and you can support some others using karyakala paksha. Okay. Now coming to our current problem, we have, if you remember where we are, priyashtanaha ityasti allopaha kritaha. Allope krite shtutvam nivaraniyam. Katham nivaraniyam iti prashnaha. Sthanivad na bhavati. Bhavati iti ekam samadhanam. Tatra aruchihi. It is not a preferred explanation because purvatra siddhe sthanivad nasti iti sadharaniyam. So now we are trying to use another paribhasha here, which is asiddham bahirangam antarange. Asiddham bahirangam antarange iti paribhasham upayujya shtutvam nivarayatum prayatnah kriyate. Now, kaha pakshaha ashreniyah, yathodesha pakshaha ashreniyyo va, karyakala pakshaha ashreniyyo va iti prashnaha. Kaha bhedaha, yathodesha pakshe tripadyam samya paribhashanam pravrittihi nasti, कार्यकाल पक्षे त्रिपाद्यां संज्ञा परिभाषाणां प्रवृत्तिः अस्ति. यानी असिद्धं बहिरंगम अंतरंगे इति परिभाषा अस्ति. षष्ठी परिभाषा, षष्ठाध्याये आहूठ इति सूत्रेण ज्ञापिता परिभाषा असिद्धं बहिरंगम अंतरंगे. यदि यथोद्देश पक्षः आश्रीयते तर्हि त्रिपादीस्थस्य ष्टुत्वस्य विषये इयं परिभाषा न प्रवर्तते. If we stand with yathodesha paksha, shtutva will not apply in case, antaranga paribhasha will not apply in case of shtutva. We cannot use the paribhasha at all if we stay with yathodesha paksha. But we need to use this paribhasha to support the prayoga priyashtanaha. Ataha kim kriyate? Karyakala pakshaha ashriyate. Karyakala pakshe tripadyam api samyanam paribhashanam cha pravrittihi bhavati. अतः कार्यकाल पक्षः यदि आश्रीयते तर्हि असिद्धं बहिरंगम अंतरंगे इति परिभाषाम् आश्रयितुं शक्नुमः. We can use असिद्ध परिभाषा असिद्धं बहिरंगम अंतरंगे if we are on the side of कार्यकाल पक्ष. That is why Dikshitar says कार्यकाल पक्षे, that is when we take कार्यकाल पक्ष बहिरंगस्य अल्लोपस्य असिद्धत्वात्. कथम तत्र परिभाषायाः प्रवृत्तिः? अंतर्भूत निमित्तकत्वात् ष्टुत्वम् अंतरंगम्, बहिर्भूत निमित्तकत्वात् अल्लोपः बहिरंगः. We are trying to compare allopa, alloponah and shtunashtuh. Which of these is antaranga and which of these is bahiranga? The nimitta for shtutva is takara, right? Takara and nakara. Nakarasya takarane shtutvam. Whereas the nimitta for allopa is shas pratyaya, which stays outside. You have takara and nakara within the prakriti, whereas the pratyaya is outside, bahirbhuta nimitta. Okay, so bahirbhuta nimitta katvat allopaha bahirangaha. Allopa is bahiranga, whereas shtutva is antaranga. Asiddham bahirangam antarange. Kimuchyate? Antarange karye kartavye bahirangam asiddham. When you are trying to do an antaranga karya, bahiranga would be asiddha. Atra antarange shtutve kartavye. When you are trying to do shtutva, which is an antaranga karya, bahirangaha allopaha asiddhaha. Allopa would be asiddha, which means the shtutva sutra cannot see allopa. According to shtutva, akara resides. It will not see that akara has been deleted. It thinks the akara is still there. If akara is there, shtutva cannot operate because the nakara and takara are separated by the akara. Allopasya siddhatvat shtutvam na bhavati. Iti taram. Karyakala pakshe bahirangasya allopasya asiddhatvat va. So this is the second explanation. Priyashtanaha ityatra shtutva nivaranam katham चेत प्रथमं समाधानम् आसीत् अचः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ इत्यत्र पूर्वस्मादपि परस्य कार्ये कर्तव्ये स्थानिवद्भावः भवति इति विग्रहम् आश्रित्य अकारात् पूर्वस्य टकारः तस्मात् परस्य नकारस्य विधौ कर्तव्ये स्थानिवद्भावः भवति, अल्लोपस्य स्थानिवद्भावे ष्टुत्वं न भवति इति प्रथमं समाधानम्. कार्यकाल पक्षाश्रयणे ष्टुत्वम् अंतरंगम अल्लोपः बहिरंगः, बहिरङ्गस्य अल्लोपस्य असिद्धत्वात् ष्टुत्वं न भवति इति द्वितीयं समाधानम्. Okay? So he offers two explanations, of which the second one is more preferred. Okay. Was that clear? Any questions?
Soumyaji, here, is it because the Shrutvam is in the Tripadi? So how exactly we are doing the Karyakala Bhaksha? So what definition are we depending for the Antaranga, that is Shrutvam, that is coming from the previous section? That we that why is it the other one, the Yathodesha, cannot operate here? Because the Shrutvam
Yathodesha cannot operate because Shtutva is asiddha. In Yathodesha Paksha,
okay.
what happens is the Paribhasha Asiddham Bahirangam Antarange, it stands in Sapada Saptadhyayi.
Okay.
Okay. We need that Paribhasha to decide which is Antaranga and which is Bahiranga. Which means if there are two sutras which are approaching Asiddham Bahirangam Antarange, it will give a decision on which is Antaranga and which is Bahiranga.
So
if
in this
two sutras in Sapada Saptadhyayi approach Asiddham Bahirangam Antarange, it will be able to decide which is Antaranga and which is Bahiranga. But if one sutra is approaching it from Sapada Saptadhyayi and another sutra from Tripadi, and the Paribhasha itself cannot see the sutra which is there from Tripadi. Therefore, it cannot decide which is Antaranga and which is Bahiranga. Which means the Paribhasha will not operate.
okay.
So very simply put, in Yathodesha Paksha, Samya or Paribhasha will not operate in case of Tripadi Sutras. Since Shtutva is in Tripadi, if we take Yathodesha Paksha, we will not be able to decide if Shtutva is Antaranga or Allopa is Bahiranga. Therefore, we will not be able to say Shtutva will not happen because it is Antaranga.
Okay. So in this case, the Paribhasha is coming from Vavut, from that sutra, and the Asiddham Bahiranga.
Yes, always Asiddham Bahirangam Antarange is considered to be a part of Vahut.
Okay, Vahut. So that is
defined by that.
so that is 6 something, right? I don't know which sutra is. Okay, so that
Vahut is somewhere.
So and then the Allopa is also in 6 something, and then this Stoshnastu is 8-4 or something like that, right? So so in this case we are taking Karyakala Paksha because approaching 6, the Vavut, if you have to imagine that way, then he can see both the Allopa Sutra and the Stoshnastu. If we use a Karyakala Paksha, then we determine Antarangam Bahiranga.
If we use Karyakala Paksha, this Asiddham, the Paribhasha itself will approach Shtunashtuhu. It will enter Tripadi and it will go near Shtunashtuhu. From there it can decide whether Shtunashtuhu is Antaranga or Allopa is Bahiranga. So then it would decide the Shtutva is Antaranga and Allopa is Bahiranga. Then we use the Paribhasha to say Antarangya Karyakartavya Bahirangam Asiddham. Okay,
I got it. Thanks.
Okay. So if you notice, if you go back to Rajan Shabda, that is where we took the whole Prakarana again, it is exactly the opposite. Right? What we did in Rajan Shabda is we are trying to prove that Shtutva will happen. Okay. Just like we are trying to prove here, the Shtutva will not occur. I mean, whether it is Shtutva or Shtutva does not make any difference currently because they are 8 for 40 and 41. Okay, so it makes no difference whether it is Shtutva or Shtutva. In Rajan As, once we do Allopa, we have to prove that Shtutva will happen. Whereas in Priyashtanaha, once we do Allopa, we have to prove that Shtutva will not happen. It's the completely opposite. The case is exactly the same. I mean, you cannot change any scenario. In both cases, it is Allopa is happening. And then in one case, you have to say Shtutva will happen. In the other, you have to say Shtutva will not happen. Okay. So on the outset, it appears random. It's completely opposite and there is no explanation which can accommodate both. Okay. There is no explanation which can say why Shtutva should happen in Ragyaha and Shtutva should not happen in Priyashtanaha. They are both exactly similar. There is no point of difference. That is why you have to look at it from something which seems very, well, I mean, at the outset when you read it for the first time, you find it hard to be convinced by Yathodesha Paksha and Karyakala Paksha because they are both exactly the opposite. But we need it in Vyakarana precisely because of this. Because Prayoga does not follow Vyakarana. It was not that Panini first fixed his rules and then Prayogas were made. If that were the case, it would have been either way. Either there should have been Chutva and Shtutva, or both of them should have been prevented. But unfortunately, the Prayogas came first. And you have such opposing Prayogas. That is why we use such opposing theories to explain those Prayogas. In Ragyaha, what we do is, the arguments we put forth is exactly the opposite of what we say here. In both cases, there are two explanations being offered here. In first case, we say there is Sthanivat Bhava of Allopa, and that is why Shtutva is prevented. There we say there is no Sthanivat Bhava because of Purvatra Siddhena Sthanivat, and therefore there is Chutva. Right? It's, the same thing we are saying opposite. So that is one thing. And similarly, when you come to the second thing, we say there we use Yathodesha Paksha so that the Paribhasha will not operate and Chutva can occur. Here we say it is Karyakala Paksha. So Bahiranga, there is Antarangam Bahiranga Bhava and Shrutva will not operate. Okay? It's completely the opposite, but still Prayoga Vashat Angikaraniyam. Prayoga Sharanaha Vayyakaranaha. Ultimately the Prayogas defeat the theory, whatever it is. Okay? So now if you go back to the class on Rajan Shabda, and if you listen to this again, you should be able to understand. It is opposite, but it is the logic which we have to use because both prayogas exist. It is all, finally everything in Vyakarana is governed by prayogas. That is the ultimate point. If you look at it that way, you can do some adjustments in theory to accommodate it. If you are looking at it from a completely theoretical point of view, things seem absurd sometimes. You can't help it. So, the Sutraka, that is why they say the people, the Maharshis who created the Shastra, they were all Lakshaika Chakshushkaha. Two kinds of people, Lakshanaika Chakshushkaha and Lakshaika Chakshushkaha. The Maharshis who created the Shastra, they had only one thing in their mind, which is Lakshya. Lakshya is Prayoga. Their only aim was to substantiate Prayogas. They did not care if their sutras were sometimes seemed wrong or if they were opposing in nature. They did not care really what the Shastra is telling. Their ultimate aim was to substantiate prayogas. What happened later, or what happens with people like us, is we don't have prayoga jnana. We don't know that many prayogas. We depend on sutras to go to prayogas. We don't know what Priyashtan, the Vivachana of Priyashtan Shabda. We do not know what the form of Priyashtan Shabda in Dvitiya Bahuvachana. So we say we apply whatever sutras we know and we try to arrive at it. We are called Lakshanaika Chakshushkaha. Lakshanam Nama Shastram. We try to go it the opposite way. We go from a Shastra and find out what is the Prayoga. But how the Maharshis operated is exactly the opposite. They looked at the Prayoga and they made adjustments in Shastra to deal with Prayogas. So that is where these sorts of what might seem inconsistencies to us seem perfectly plausible to them. Therefore, our aim should also be to move our viewpoint from looking at it from the Shastra point to the Prayoga viewpoint. Only when you look at it from Prayogas can you understand what is the logic behind it. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask. But now I think you should go back to that part on Rajan and compare Priyashtan. You'll be able to understand Yathodesha and Karyakala Paksha very much better than what it was the first time, I hope. If you have any questions, you can ask this week, next week, email, anything. Okay, we'll stop here. Enaksharasamaam nayam adhigamya maheshwarat kritsnam vyakaranam proktam tasmai paninaye namaha vakyakaram vararuchim bhashakaram patanjalim पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीह्यं विरच्यते।
The organizer